Super Awkward Funcast. You're listening to the Super Awkward Funcast. Yeah. Welcome to the 9th episode of Super Awkward Funcast.
Check it out.
With me, your host, Latham, and our guests today are...
Wait, are we all going to be British today?
Are we going to be British?
This is the Downton Abbey of podcasts.
Are we talking about the birthdays?
It's about Dame
Shut up!
Judi Dench.
This is in honor of the premiere of Sherlock on BBC
No shit,
America.
Sherlock's already over.
Sherlock just premiered very recently.
Oh, I'm thinking of a BBC version.
Yes, there you go.
I watched it from England. I didn't watch it from there.
There's so many Sherlocks.
So many Sherlock.
Who's your favourite Sherlock?
Steven
Robles.
Bones.
Steven Robles
Hello.
and Brandon Burkhart.
Yeah, that is
So
us.
who is your favourite Sherlock
My favorite
incarnation?
Sherlock is probably the mouse from The Great Mouse Detective, Basil.
And your Sherlock,
Mine
Mr.
was
Brandon.
young Sherlock Holmes, the ill-fated Steven Spielberg produced movie from the 80s.
I did like that one too.
Wow.
He does like acid or something, and sees all these like visions of
and
like
that
food coming to life.
Stained glass night comes to life.
It's crazy.
Sorry, Benedict
Watson.
Cumberbatch. We didn't have you on our list this year.
I like him too.
He's very good. I like him very much. And
He's
I really
got a
like
good
RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. He does a very good accent as
I like
well.
all the Sherlock Holmeses.
Yes, they're all very top-notch. Anyway, now that we've gotten
Big
that...
Ben, roundabouts,
Big Ben Parliament.
lift.
Apples and pears, and bangers and mash.
The trunk is called a boot. Well, it's very London today. It's actually drizzling in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
It's
drizzling
really
rain, yeah.
crazy.
I'm sure everyone wants to hear about the weather and not hear about the
Drizzle
Oscars.
tonight.
You know what had a Kanye West song in its trailer this year? Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
Which brings us
that's
to
good.
the Oscar nominations. Okay, Best
Talk about the
Picture.
Oscars.
Elle needs a roommate, by the way, so if you're a lady and need somewhere to stay, it's a really great place.
Oh, it's true. I was looking for a roommate. So
I already say that later.
looking for a female roommate.
Or
Awkwardly.
Or a
Give me a
male
mid-show
dressed female.
plug.
I think you would take Peter Scolari dressed as a woman, like Bosom Buddies, right?
Who
If he
wouldn't?
came in.
Okay, anyway,
He needs a place.
Yeah, he needs a
Best-
place to stay.
we're going to start on the Oscar nominations because those are coming up, and we are going to get to the predictions.
Wait,
you guys
let me
know
ask you a
who's
question.
nominated,
Let me
right?
ask you a
Yes.
question. What, Brandon, first.
Yes, Steve.
What do you think about the Oscar race this year? Like, what do you think? I mean, because my opinion is there's not a lot of good stuff to choose from.
I've seen 8 of the 10 Best Picture nominees.
Okay.
And
Get out of here.
I've seen 7.
I like them all actually. There was decent
Both
stuff.
of you get out.
Okay, don't tell what your favorite is. What do you think about the Oscar race? What is your opinion on it this year? Is it good? Is it one of the better ones? Is it just kind of in the middle?
I think it's pretty good. I
People
think some
remembering.
things got snubbed, but
There were
overall
some-
it's
there were
pretty
some
good.
snubs, yeah.
Francis Ha was really good, and I wish it got some more.
I just saw Francis Ha.
You know.
It was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was a really good film.
Watch that.
I liked it a lot.
Super
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
Just watch it.
I passed it up.
It's girls, but better and funny. Sorry, girls.
with no nudity.
We love you, girls. I'm sorry, girls. Oh my gosh, I'd love to be on that show,
Okay,
girls.
enough. It's a terrible show. You want to get started.
Yes, I would. Donald Glover was on it. He's still
It's still a
alive.
terrible show. Okay, so Oscars then. So there you go. So the Oscar. For me, I think this is forgettable. I think we're going to forget which movies
No.
are nominated this year. 10 years from now.
No.
No,
You haven't
I
seen
know
The Wolf
this.
of Wall Street.
Well,
man.
no, I haven't seen it.
You
but
are going to see that,
It's
and you're
really-
going to
I
love
want
it.
to
It's
see it.
really good.
You
It's
should
just
read it too.
the Jordan Belfort
It's really
book.
great to read. No, the script.
Oh, the script.
It's on simplyscripts.com. There's our plug for
All right.
simplyscripts.com.
They're our sponsor of this episode.
I think I already plugged them before, but I'm going to plug them again.
I really liked Her.
What did you like about her?
But that's not a nominated picture, though, is it?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well, here's the nominated
Okay,
picture.
so
There you go, wait.
let's have Elle read the best.
Okay,
nominees
I'll
and
read
then we'll
the
discuss.
nominees. Okay.
Just read them all through, and then we'll talk about it.
Best Picture, American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas Buyers Club, Gravity, Her, Nebraska, Philomena, 12 Years a Slave, and The Wolf of Wall Street. My pick is The Wolf of Wall Street, but it won't happen. But I really want it to win.
Really want Nebraska to win that.
I haven't
Fucking
seen
love that movie
Nebraska
so much.
yet.
It's
Elle
a
took me to
beautiful
see it.
place.
Elle took me to see it, and it's a beautiful movie. It is a movie. It is a film. It is like it's real characters and real things, real situations. taking its time. It's
old school.
It's old school filmmaking,
like 80s.
Yeah, and character. I mean, just the characters in there are so great.
Well, I love all of.
So your pick is Nebraska. Your pick is.
I think it's between her and Gravity.
Interesting. I didn't even heard those two put together.
And
I don't think her has a chance.
Hers, I think it's going to be
way too white.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually.
There are no black people.
It might be Gravity.
There aren't even kind of dark people in her. It's way white.
It's a white future we have ahead of us.
Way white.
Dreaming of a
it's Hitler's America.
Future.
Well, I mean, my opinion is.
I'm sorry I referenced Hitler.
I want Nebraska to win, but I think
it'd be Gravity.
I think 12 Years a Slave is going to win.
12 Years a Slave is a really good movie.
It's political. It
might get the
it's emotional more than
we
political.
feel guilty.
No, I think
about history.
Yeah.
Is it more emotional than political? Don't you think?
It's very emotional. Well, I think it's interesting to me is that the butler got squeezed out by 12 Years a Slave.
Yep.
Like
it's better.
Well, no one likes Oprah.
The butler has to be really mad that 12 Years a Slave got the bigger
and
white,
the better
white
acting
vote than they did.
Better acting.
They got topped.
People don't like Oprah.
They don't like
Oprah.
Nixon.
But I think if there was no 12 Years a Slave this year, then Butler would have gotten all these nominations just to be like, we're honoring this civil rights.
Well, we got to have one black person in there.
Yeah, 12 Years a Slave might.
Affirmative action in movies is just.
12 Years a Slave is going to win some acting awards. It's just I don't think it's the best picture.
Okay, so
acting was great.
On
and American
to
Hustle, I don't get the people's.
We're getting to that.
I'm
going to give you some chances to talk about that. Best actor in a leading role. Christian Bale, American Hustle. Bruce Dern, Nebraska. My pick, Leo DiCaprio, The Wolf of Wall Street. Chiwetel Ejiofor, 12 Years a Slave, and Matt McConaughey, Dallas Buyers Club.
It's Matthew McConaughey's to lose. I wouldn't be Chiwetel Ejiofor before.
Yeah, he will lose. That's true.
Might win as well.
I love Matthew McConaughey.
He's won all
we got to talk about him a little bit later.
But he's won all the awards so far.
And he's so good. Like his performance, like Bruce Dern's performance in Nebraska is good.
Yeah. Nominating.
It's great. But Matthew McConaughey is a complete transformation. Like, it's a complete transformation.
It is.
He's going to get the
But Leo DiCaprio really puts his spin on this character.
Leo DiCaprio did as good a job as he could do with that character. I thought he did a really great job.
He really dug into it, like put his teeth right in there and took that strip.
He'd have to
and
be
the
really
physical comedy he did was great, but I don't think it's going to be enough
Coke
to
up
get
the
an
ass.
award.
That was great.
But I think it's definitely between McConaughey and Ejiofor because one of them lost a lot of weight, the other one got his ass beat for 2.5 hours.
Well,
but not really.
But the thing is,
McConaughey really did
exactly.
Yeah, he went through hell,
and he turned into that guy. Like we saw a thing with him. Like he did this.
He's all right.
Conversation with people, and we went and watched it. And he's talking about the guy. And he's talking about how the family gave him the diary, the guy's diaries from before he was diagnosed.
Yeah.
And he just started reciting the diary as he read it, as the guy, and he turned into the guy. Like he just turned into this character and became this right in front of us.
And the Academy loves transformation,
right? And he was really good.
I think it's 90% is in the back.
Okay,
I hope so. I hope they don't.
Oh, he definitely deserves it.
Well, because politically,
this is the year of McConaughey.
I think the 12 Years a Slave guy's going to win politically.
I don't think it's political. I mean, if you see it, you know that it's not just political. Okay,
no, I don't mean the movie's political. I mean the voting's political, not the movie.
I know.
I don't get the political.
It means that people say, "Oh, black."
I mean, I know what it means,
this,
but I don't think it's relevant.
I'm going to vote.
I don't think it's relevant.
I don't know.
Anyway,
yeah. In the past.
So, best actress in a leading role, Amy Adams for some reason, American Hustle.
I want them to announce it on stage. And nominees are Amy Adams for some reason, and then just keep going the rest of the women. But her name now is Amy Adams for some reason.
I'm so sorry, Amy Adams, if you hear this.
I want Amy Adams to win, and then Marissa Tomei run up on stage and start clawing her eyes out.
Oh my gosh. Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett for some reason.
I didn't see two of these.
Kate Blanchett, who's the one that's going to win. You'll get your foot on my face. Blue Jasmine.
She might win.
Sandy Bullock, for some reason, again.
She didn't
Gravity.
Win. She's not good enough.
Judi Dench, Philomena, and Meryl Streep, Osage County.
Meryl Streep's just there as the free space on a bingo card. Just put her down, and then who else do we fill in? Kate Blanchett probably.
She will win. I saw a scene in that film that clinched it for me. Mm-hmm. Clinched the nomination, clinched the win. And I think that's what is a key to winning the awards.
Woody Allen shits in her mouth, because I missed that.
That was the audition. That was the audition.
Because I would vote for that.
That is alleged. We are alleging that. No, there was a very good scene in which she broke down a little bit and she showed that she was cracking, and it really kind of drove it home, that she's totally going to win.
Well, I want Amy Adams to win just so Elle can just go nuts at the screen. Like, what the hell? Like, she's going to throw a TV off the balcony.
I love her. I loved her in The Master. I loved her in Enchanted. I loved her in...
For some reason.
In Proof. Come on.
Enchanted.
I mean, not Doubt.
Yeah.
No, I meant Doubt, not Proof. I loved her in Proof. Damn it, I did it again.
She got nominated for all the...
Okay, I loved her in Doubt with Meryl Streep, and I can say that she did somewhat of a good job in American Hustle.
You know what? I know
revelatory.
Because I got sick of looking at her in American Hustle. I got sick of looking at her. And once the movie was over, I watched another movie. I watched Superman, The Man of Steel. She's in that too. I couldn't look at her. I was like, I can't look at you anymore.
Wow.
Like, this is just... She's
the boobage.
She's over
I thought she was pretty foxy in American Hustle.
She was so...
But she wasn't. She was too...
Over the top.
She was too plain.
And I think they gave it to her because she did an accent, like, within the role.
British accent.
And it's just so annoying when people get
people like her.
I
mean, I think people just like her. Like, people that work with her. Like, she's so sweet.
Well, if you look at her, she's a very normal-looking person. Like, her hands are normal-looking.
Her hands.
No, because I look at people's hands. They don't look manicured. They're like very kind of weird. She has a very normal-looking face without makeup. She's a very normal-looking. She looks like a chicky.
She seems nice. Yeah. I mean, I like her as a person. But this was not her best role.
She's great.
It's going to be
Enchanted was my favorite.
I love Enchanted. It's so beautiful. She should have gotten nominated for that. I mean, whatever.
I've never seen Enchanted.
It's so beautiful and cute. On to another beautiful and cute category, the best actor in a supporting role.
When you say Cate Blanchett, I think...
you get someone else?
Yeah, I didn't see Blue Jasmine, but and I didn't see Philomena. But I suspect Judi Dench, maybe, just on the weight of her. Meryl Streep shouldn't win it.
Oh, you saying she's fat?
Yeah. Osage County shouldn't win shit. In fact, Osage County should be burned to the state for a piece of crap.
Okay, we
Meryl
know.
Streep was the least offensive piece of crap.
Once more with feeling.
Now, there's a chance that Sandy Bullock will win it, but I'll throw my TV out the window if Sandy Bullock wins.
No,
I'll throw myself out the window.
That seemed like a pretty good role.
Die by gravity. Gravity, take me.
That seemed like...
like if she was really in space, I would be with you on that.
If you think about the type of acting that movie requires...
It's
a pretty grueling role, and it's like
she was fine, but not great.
I mean,
technically, people are
her story was so
like,
shitty, and she created it. She created the story, and it's so shitty.
Well, it's not up for writing.
I would choose her over Amy Adams.
Still, it was her characterization.
I would choose her over Meryl Streep. So let's just date Judi Dench, Cate Blanchett. I haven't seen those two movies.
Cate Blanchett is going to win.
I haven't seen those.
Anyway, on to Best Actress and Best Actor in a supporting role. Barkhad Abdi, Captain Phillips, Bradley Cooper, American Hustle, which I agree with because I think he held that movie together along with Louis C.K. With Louis C.K. He supported Louis C.K.
He had a bad perm.
He was.
He was funny.
That was his transformation.
Michael Fassbender.
Also a producer of that movie.
Michael Fassbender wasn't really a supporting actor either, but he was great in 12 Years a Slave. Jonah Hill, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Jared Leto. There you go.
It's Leto all
Dallas
the way.
Bears.
Although Jonah Hill was really good.
Jared Leto's not going to win that shit.
He is going to win.
He's won every award so far.
He is going to win.
He's not going to win it. And I'll tell you why. Because Barkhad Abdi, this guy that played the pirate,
he was good, but he's not award winning.
Because
just because
the point of this is that Jared Leto's role in Dallas Buyers Club is a gimme role. It's a gimme role. It's not like there's a lot of effort that goes into it. Not McConaughey.
Oh my gosh.
No, I know. No.
Because he's already effeminate?
No, you could take any thin white actor, put him in that role, and probably do just the same amount of work.
That's not true.
Not any.
Well, almost any.
No.
But this guy, the role is meant for you. It's designed to be Oscar bait. Like, it's designed for that. Like, it's just like...
the whole movie is Oscar bait.
But he made me feel for that character, though. When I
didn't care.
I felt for that character. I think because he put a lot of emotion.
Me too.
He just got
I loved him.
Overshadowed by Matthew McConaughey in that movie.
I loved Rayon.
Plus, I didn't like the movie itself. Like, I just didn't get the story. No,
okay.
It's too much of... They actually had to put applause at the end so people realized it was over. Like, they had to manufacture the slow clap. Yeah, he walks in and everybody's like... Even though he lost, they're like clapping for him, and I'm like, they had to put applause in this movie because he didn't do anything heroic. He didn't do anything in that movie. He all this stuff was for him.
He set things in motion,
but it doesn't tell you that. It doesn't. The story doesn't.
It does tell you that at the end.
It says He wanted a thing to get his drugs, not for everybody else. He wanted to.
That's being honest.
His drugs.
That's being honest.
Well,
unlike what American Hustle tried to achieve with being dishonest the entire time,
But that's
trying to be entertaining.
It's a hustle movie. This is.
But it was entertaining. This is going a different route and actually going with the real truth.
I think Jared Leto was in a claptrap role, and I don't think he deserves it.
Well, that's your opinion, and it means nothing
And
to
I
either one of us.
think politically he got doomed. I think the gay community is up in arms about his motherfucking shit.
I just want him to get enough acting work that he stops making music.
everybody.
As long as he stops making music, I'm happy.
His music is the only thing worse than
Just
that.
keep doing movies.
No,
Wow.
I don't agree.
Is that your 5 second of Mars impression?
5 seconds
No!
to Mars. 30 years to Mars.
Well, it should be 5 seconds.
Get to Austin.
15 minutes of fame.
I
on
don't
Mars.
agree with that. Okay.
I would say I would want the.
I love 30 Seconds to Mars.
But
I think if he loses, he'll still hijack the whole ceremony with a machine gun and take over. And say, I'm
Anyway.
the winner. I'm the winner.
You all
I'm the
sit
winner
down.
now.
Sit down.
Look at me. I'm the winner now.
So great.
Okay.
You give me
But
Oscar.
Jonah Hill.
Okay.
I don't know
great.
what,
Jonah Hill
what
was
demon
great.
what demon in hell has got his?
Hey,
contract?
Jonah Hill put on
Dude,
50
he
pounds for
sexted.
that role. He put back on 50 pounds for that role.
He sexed a demon, and this is the end. He deserves this.
Well, I haven't seen
He
this
was good in this. This is the end is actually really good.
That was in the previews.
It's super funny. It's really good.
I love that
And
freaking
he's good
movie.
in it.
Jonah Hill's good.
Okay, best actress in a supporting role. Kind of a tight race. Sally
Yes,
Hawkins,
tight.
Blue Jays.
You said tight.
Blue Jays. You messed me up.
tight race.
Sally Hawkins,
She was.
our first tight cat.
She was good. Thomas was great.
Sally Hawkins, Blue Jasmine,
She's
Jennifer
good.
Lawrence, American Hustle, Lupita Nyong'o, 12 Years a
She might
Slave,
win.
Julia
Politically.
Roberts. You guys don't ever let me finish.
what she
August
said.
Osage County,
Story of
June
my life.
Squibb, Nebraska. I love June
Now
Squibb.
you
by the
know
way.
I want June Squibb to
I
win
love
this shit because
her.
she's so great in
She's
that
so
movie.
hilarious.
I've heard she's great.
It took me a minute to get on board with her character because I was like, she's so naggy and annoying. But then I'm like, oh, she's really going home with it. She's
But
going
I
home
liked
with
it,
that
you know,
character.
and I liked it because, again, like I mean, when we saw the movie, we had a Q&A with it, and like my question was, you know, no one says I love you in this movie. Like it's just really you want that. There's no payoff, and they explain that just how people are in the Midwest. Like they don't ever say it. And in a nutshell, and I think, and then I got that character at that point. Cause I was like, well, that's why, because she does love this guy, but she can't express it. She's just got to be a bitch about it, and like that's just how she is. And I mean, she's it's such a great, almost a thankless role.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's between her and Michelle Negacella.
I mean, you know, it's Kirsten Chenoweth. Well, that's the guy that's nominated.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Asagi Bodugu. That was the first girl you mentioned.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Lupita Nyong'o is probably going to win.
Amazing.
She might be the one big prize for 12 Years a
She's
Slave.
so beautiful.
You know what I
and
think?
wonderful.
Think's going to happen here?
She does a lot.
I think Julia Roberts is going to win.
She does a lot.
That will never ever happen.
I hope Julia Roberts wins and then dies on stage.
Roberts.
I would accept that
Ooh,
she wins.
we
and
do
then
not
someone
wish
kills
death
her.
on
I
anyone
wish
in
death
the
on her.
world.
I do wish death on her.
Wow.
Don't wish death
I-
on anyone. I am doing a public service
there's
disclaimer.
Only one thing that will keep her from making any more movies, and that's death.
Okay,
I just
I'm gonna
told
do
Julia, if you want to play
disclaimer.
Hollywood, Ellen's a roommate.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, hey Julia, Raleigh's a roommate. Come live here.
A disclaimer.
That was quiet, a little
Nobody
bit.
should die ever.
Wow,
Okay.
just the president. What? No, cut
Whoa!
No!
Whoa, now we're getting there. Now we're getting to it.
Spin control.
Yeah, Julia Roberts.
that. The president of the Hair Club for Men.
Okay, Jennifer Lawrence is getting a lot of awards.
Now, see, I think Jennifer
She's
Lawrence
great.
might
I love
have
her.
a chance
I
to
will
win
marry
that.
her tomorrow.
Does she deserve it?
She deserves to marry me. Yes.
No, nobody deserves it.
Oh, I walked right into that.
You know what I'm sad about this is that,
Walked right into that.
I'm sad that Juliette Lewis is.
She could win.
She was amazing.
She
Juliette
was
Lewis?
really good.
She was
in,
so
in
cute.
Osage County, and
She was
she
so
was
funny.
really good. She was one of the
She
three
elevated
good things
it.
about that thing.
I like
yeah.
her too.
I love
What's the name
her.
of the actress Elle that played the
Julianne
the Dumpy
Nicholson.
sisters? What?
Julianne Nicholson.
Julianne Nicholson. She was great. Benedict Cumberbatch was great. The three characters I really liked, they didn't do anything with.
Yeah.
And Juliette Lewis. And her
Okay, moving on. We got Best Animated Feature,
Yes.
The Croods, Despicable Me
I haven't seen any
2,
of these.
Ernest and Celestine, Frozen,
Ernest goes Frozen.
and The Wind Rises.
I want The Wind Rises to win because I love.
Obviously, Frozen is going to win.
I'll say Frozen.
I wouldn't say
No, no.
obviously. I wouldn't say obviously
Obviously.
because A, it's a Disney movie. B, you got Miyazaki. up
got
there,
it in the
and that's,
bag.
That's the political move right there because everybody wants to. see
Nobody
the
cares
Miyazaki.
about politics. I mean, that's not
No,
as
it's-
big a
trust me,
deal
it's
as you
huge.
think.
It's gigantic.
Anyway, Best
The Wind
Cinematography,
Rises.
The Grand Master,
Can we skip this one because I didn't see it?
Gravity, Inside Llewyn
Gravity,
Davis,
Gravity.
Nebraska, and Prisoners.
Nebraska?
Prisoners should not be nominated.
Maybe Nebraska.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean to Prisoners,
I know.
but that should not be
People
nominated
hate
for
Prisoners.
cinematography.
Prisoners was a pretty good. I mean, it was shot very well. I mean, you get the feeling of being in.
I'm just glad Captain Phillips wasn't nominated.
No, but you get if you see Prisoners.
I haven't.
You saw it, right?
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard-
not really
people
known
have
for
told
its
me it's terrible.
cinematography.
No, it's really good.
There's some haters
but
out there.
cinematography really isn't always about sweeping vistas and
Yeah.
like.
I
these
didn't
big
say it
expensive
was.
shots.
Well,
This
when
is-
Elle shoots improv, it's what it's about.
Oh, true,
about
true.
sweeping vistas.
Don't
So
talk
following the
about
actions
me.
up and down.
You can hire her. She needs some work.
Yeah.
I do good shots.
Speaking of cinematography.
Okay,
But anyway, so it's also about creating a space visually.
I know
And I
that.
think that's what.
And you know what did that better? The Great Gatsby. You will.
No, you're
whatever,
right.
but
I agree
like-
with you on that. I like Baz Luhrmann.
I think
Sometimes
Great
it's actually-
Gatsby should have been
Well,
nominated
it's not
over the
him.
Prisoners. I will go out on a limb and say
I would
that.
say in any of these movies, what is that? I don't know if the Grand Master's
Nebraska.
about.
That was a big, beautiful, like spectacle.
Was it a Chinese
of,
movie?
Like Chinese
Okay.
movie, like very spectacular and
And I didn't see what that
visuals,
movie
like
is.
very colorful, poppy.
And gravity's true, but how much of that is cinematography? And how much of that
It's
is
screen.
It's
Yeah.
production, yeah.
how much of the art direction? Art direction possibly for that.
Yeah.
Okay, best costume design. That's my category. American Hustle.
That's makeup. And yes, they should win for that.
No.
American
He
Hustle.
should have an acting nomination. For
American Hustle, The Grand Master, The Great Gatsby, The Invisible Woman, 12 Years a Slave.
That. I bet you anything the Grand Master is going to win.
Great Gatsby.
I want that to win. I'd rather have that win, but I mean, really, they're wearing tuxedos and suits.
The Great
so
Gatsby should win.
But nice tuxedos and suits.
I think the Grand Master is going to win, especially if you tell me like. What
If
kind of
American
movie it is.
Hustle wins, I'm going to throw myself
It
out.
might be American Hustle. You might be
I'm going
right.
to throw
I
myself
can see that
out.
You should
happening.
put the trampoline under your window so save yourself.
Call Jesse and Eddie. And
It will not happen.
I
The
think
Great Gatsby is a lock for this category.
no, not necessarily. Maybe artistically, but not costumes. It's not
I
really
think-
the
I
costumes.
think-
The
I think it's
costumes
gonna win.
are
I
artistic.
think
What's
it's
the
gonna
Grand
win.
Master look like? Is it got all these traditional Chinese costumes and shit? Like
Yeah,
that?
it's
That's
like
probably
kimonos and shit.
That's probably going to win.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, but kimonos are their version of our suits. So he said the suits are boring. You're like,
Well,
"What's
in
kimonos?"
Japan, they can win the Japanese Oscar.
Isn't it Chinese though?
Whatever.
Okay.
Steven doesn't care.
Not the same thing, you asshole. Okay, best director.
How are the costumes?
Horrible.
David O. Russell, American Hustle.
Yeah, I'm tired of that guy.
I just love how he
I like the rhymes,
how he
yeah.
rhymes.
Oh, that's
He
why-
did that on purpose.
That's why I picked it.
He was like, okay, I'm going to take your script. Gravity, Alfonso Cuarón. That's how I say it.
Nailed it.
I guess.
Like his mother calling
Except
for dinner.
Except for his quarrel.
Nebraska, Alexander Payne. 12 Years a Slave, Steve McQueen. And my favorite for all time, The Wolf of Wall Street by Terrence Winter. Who should win?
Who should win? Alexander Payne.
Who should win?
Wait, sorry. Is this is adapted screenplay?
Best
No, this is
director.
Director.
Best director.
We haven't even gotten to screenplay yet. That's all.
Oh, I meant
Then
Martin
why'd you say
Scorsese.
Terrence Winter? That's why you threw me off. He was a screenwriter.
Okay, let me do that over. Hold on.
Wow. I'm like,
And then my
Scorsese?
personal favorite, because I love him so much, Martin Scorsese for 12 years of...
That's right. He did say Terrence Winter.
I know. That's why I'm like, what category are we
We're
in?
not letting that go.
I said 12!
That was
I said
super
12
awkward.
years.
That was a fun time.
12 Years a Slave? No, he was Victor the Wolf
12
of Wall
years,
Street.
12 years to get that right.
Hold on, hold
Like
on.
12 years of
Like, you can do
podcast,
that.
right, everybody?
Okay, hold on again. Okay. And then my personal favorite, Martin Scorsese for The Wolf of Wall Street.
The Slave.
Yes.
Yeah. He might.
Shut up. Don't ruin it. Okay, hold on, seriously.
American
Wolves
Wolf
of
of
Wall
Slave Hustle.
Shut up.
Gravity,
Okay.
Nebraska. 12.
Let me do my show. Okay.
Steve McQueen's going to win.
Fuck you.
You
Okay.
think so?
Fuck you, Steve McQueen.
No,
wow,
because
you're
look, look,
racist.
Alfonso
Stop it,
Cuarón
stop it.
just won the DGA.
I gotta do it over. Okay.
Who's voting for the directing?
Steve
Let me do it
Who's
over.
directing
Let me do it
that?
over.
Steve
No,
Okay.
just continue on. We're fine.
No.
Keep rolling.
I'm doing it over.
Keep it rolling.
It's the guilt.
This is
Tape
my
boy.
show.
Tape boy. Just
This is my show.
keep it going.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
And then-
Check.
And then my personal favorite, The Wolf of Wall Street by
Oh my God.
Martin Scorsese.
Whoa.
What a
Nailed
surprise! Wow, I didn't.
So you're saying Steven Singer and Alfonso Cuarón's going to
Well,
win?
because just because he won the award last night, I didn't think he was going to win anything. I thought he was not going to win. People seem to be so down on this movie. I don't know why. It's
I don't
amazing.
want him to win.
It's really good.
But
Sorry, I like
think-
him, but I don't
But
want
I
him
think
to win.
I think he created a movie in a way that no one ever created.
You
a movie
haven't
before.
seen The Wolf of Wall
No,
Street.
no, no.
You're
But-
not
but
relevant.
No, listen.
Yeah, but were there any slaves in space?
No, there wasn't slaves. There wasn't Wall Street. But the fact that this movie, because sitting with him and listening to them talk about how they made the movie,
They are slaves of Wall Street.
That's right. Slaves to the money.
But listening to Alfonso and these
Then they
guys
die.
talk about making this movie, it seems like a genuine filmmaking feat. Like they really did
Even so,
combine all these things together to make a truly unique thing that people like. And I think Wolf of Wall Street, I mean, I have not seen it, but it's still a straight movie. It's not like
it's not
like
very
they innovated anything or created something for the screen.
It's stylistic. It's different.
Wolf of Wall Street is like he remade Goodfellas.
Right. Okay. That's then you're telling me too. And
but with more.
Oh no, you were telling me that. The guy in the car was telling me, but I got driven.
Tell us more about that guy in the car.
It's the same tracking shot.
He's
That
a
sounds
comedian.
like a good story.
He watched Wolf of Wall Street. He's talking about that. But I feel like that Gravity is a truly unique movie. I feel like there's nothing else like it.
That's true. But that's like saying Avatar, like James Cameron.
And Avatar, when he was nominated, and he should have won.
He didn't win.
Well, because politically,
I am saying
everybody hated him.
My money's on.
But Avatar was first.
It's going to be Steve McQueen.
You think so?
He's the dark horse candidate, no pun intended.
Oh, you asshole.
Yeah, well, he's going to win because that was a sweeping epic.
Wasn't he the guy that got yelled at in New York? And the guy somebody yelled and told him he did torture porn? Was that the
really?
story?
I didn't hear about that.
Like there's this, I guess there's this critic in New York who's like famous for being a contrarian.
Oh yeah, that dude.
And he stood
Armand.
Armand White?
Yeah, and he was yelling at him during the awards, like
Armand.
calling him a hypocrite and telling him he made torture porn.
Fuck Armand White, he's a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, he got in the newspaper.
Anyway, let's move on because we
what
have
was
to.
yours? What was yours? I forgot.
It was Wolf of
Scorsese.
Wall
Oh, right.
Street.
That's right. We did
Martin
four times.
Scorsese.
It was Terrence Winter for directing Wolf of Wall Street.
Terrence Winter for
Asshole,
writing 12
no!
Years a Slave.
He directed
No.
Scorsese's screenplay.
No! Stop it! No, seriously, I'm gonna do that again. Okay.
No, you're done. You did
Based
it.
on the book by Fensel Corona.
We're gonna cut that out
You
then.
did it. Why?
Let's
It's
cut
funny.
this whole thing out.
No, because
You're cutting out
no.
all the funny parts.
Shut up.
That's-
Yeah, my parts that are
That's the point
accidentally
of
funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the best thing.
the show.
Okay.
Honesty.
Fuck. Okay. I feel like a
Check,
teacher.
Check, check, check,
Okay.
check,
If
check,
you
check.
just went with the flow instead of trying to control everything, you'd be okay.
In life.
I have to. It's my show. Okay. Okay. So
Let's skip documentary. No,
You're like a slave.
on to the big awards: Best Documentary Feature, Act of Killing,
No, because no one watched it.
Cutie and the Boxer,
No one's seen
Dirty
those.
Wars, The Square, and the 20 Feet from
Zero.
Stardom.
It's
It's either going to be 20 Feet from Stardom or The Act of Killing.
Your podcast is torture porn now.
Shut up.
Damn, yo.
That's not true.
I tried to watch The Square last night. It's on Netflix now, and it's actually pretty
Sounds
interesting.
fun.
But 20 Feet from Stardom is the big. That's the big political
Sweet
one.
B
Because
one.
everybody's been talking about it. It's
Why do you keep saying political?
Because that's how they
Everything is
do it. That's how they.
political.
Everything is political.
Yeah, that's how people vote, man. They look
That's
at it and say,
stupid.
someone says, "Oh, I heard about 20 Feet from Stardom." They look at these things and say, "Okay, Act of Killing, that sounds like it's depressing. Cutie
It
the
is.
Boxer, that sounds stupid. Dirty Wars, that sounds political. The Square, it's on Netflix. Who cares? 20 Feet from Stardom.
Well,
that's
hopefully
pretty
they're
safe.
actually watching these.
No,
the
no,
Academy.
hardly anybody's watching them. And
Okay, the
especially
Academy should
docs,
be.
dude, everyone's fucking watching that shit. And
Anyway.
they're like, 20 Feet from Stardom, that's pretty safe. I like that. My friend said she liked it. I'm voting for them. That's how they vote for docs, because no one fucking watches this shit.
Okay.
What does the guy in
anyway.
the car think?
Was who?
What's the guy in the car?
I only talk about documentaries.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
He'd probably say 20 Feet from Stardom, I guess.
Okay.
He'd say that.
All right. What was your pick?
20 Feet from Stardom.
Okay, and mine is Act of Killing, just because I want to be different.
Cutie the Boxer's also on Netflix.
Okay. Also, Best Film Editing, which I think should go
We skipped the
to.
documentary short. We went through all these stupid categories.
We're not going to do documentary short because nobody
Do we have
really
best
cares.
R&B documentary?
to... Best documentary by a duo.
Best Film Editing, American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas
Captain
Buyers
Phillips.
Club,
Captain Phillips.
Gravity,
Captain
and
Phillips.
12 Years a Slave. I think Dallas Buyers Club had the funniest edits for the best comic moments.
I think-
That's well done. I
Not
think
a comedy. I think Captain
I know. I mean, it
Phillips-
had
maybe
the
Gravity, 'cause
easiest
it's
edits. Like
real.
it was like saying something with the edits. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna do that.
Interesting.
We're gonna show this instead.
Yeah, no, that was good.
You know what I'm saying? The trunk shot and everything. Okay.
I know what you're saying. I think it might be Gravity because you got to make everything look real.
Gravity was hard to edit. That's for sure.
It's really hard to edit.
Captain Phillips was a good edited, well-edited movie too.
Nah, I hate
too,
that
yeah.
film. Sorry,
Well, you didn't like the cinematography. I really enjoyed it.
I didn't care for that editing either. Anyway,
It's hard to do a movie like that. Plus, you get shots that you don't know where the fuck the camera is. Like that's what's cool about Captain Phillips.
On
These
a
cool
ship,
flybys. It's like where the hell is the camera? How are they doing that with no shots?
Yeah.
Really cool.
That was cool.
But you know what? I think American Hustle's gonna win.
Oh, boo!
Yeah.
I know, but I think it's gonna.
It's
win.
the worst edited
boo.
film though.
I think it's good. I think they have to give it the smaller categories.
It's a horrible edit. Anyway, best foreign language film, Broken
I
Circle
see.
Breakdown, which I heard was really good and I want to see. Wish it was on Netflix. The Great Beauty, The Hunt,
That's
and The
gonna
Missing Picture, and Omar.
The Hunt's gonna win. It's the only one I've heard about. The only one everybody's talking about.
Hunt
That's
is
good.
really popular.
It's on Netflix now too. It's got Matt Nicholson in it.
And then we have your category, Best Makeup and Hairstyling.
That's my category all the way.
Dallas Buyers Club, Jackass Presents, Bad Grandpa, and The Lone Ranger for some reason.
I think it was good.
We couldn't find anything else.
Johnny
Let's
Depp
just
in
throw
white
in The
face.
Lone Ranger.
That's all right. But the
Jackass.
But Jackass it's
Jackass.
gonna win. But
You're gonna win an Oscar, baby.
Yeah,
Oscar.
all the most fun speech that night.
I think Johnny Knoxville should have been nominated for some kind of acting award too. I mean, how many actors do you know could
They
do
should
a role
create
like that?
a new category.
Why? He did a straight acting job, and like he doesn't crack. He doesn't break character. He's in this character for the whole movie. I mean, it's just
Jared Leto could have done it.
No.
Okay, let's not get into that.
I think Johnny Knoxville would have made a better reign on him than Jared Leto.
Oh, I would see that movie.
I would totally watch that movie. I think he would have been just a way better choice.
Let's make that.
Anyway.
I want that. I want that real bad.
Budget
Jackass Presents Dallas Buyers Club. Fuck yeah. I'm down.
Okay, we're gonna end on the best original song because there's screenplays. Screenplays. We're gonna end on screenplays because we don't have time to cover every single thing.
Scorsese's Wolf of Wall Street screenplay.
Best adapted screenplay Before Midnight.
No, wait, best visual effects. Let's go there. Best visual effects: Gravity, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smog, Iron Man 3, The Lone Ranger, and Star Trek Into Darkness. And those are really great action movies. All of them, and they all look fucking fantastic.
Gravity's going to win.
No, because
Gravity.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
Gravity.
No, I just watched Star Trek Into Darkness.
Not Gravity.
And it's amazing. I can't wait for JJ Star Wars. I can't wait.
Don't talk about it. I haven't seen it.
Oh my god.
Watching Star Trek, I can't wait for that shit. Because watching Star Trek Into Darkness, I'm not talking like a spoiling thing, but watching Star Trek Into Darkness, there's just this sequence in a city, like where they're running and they're being chased. It's seamless.
It looks really good. Yeah.
I mean, it's so great. And then Iron Man 3 also, I mean, spectacular special effects. And The Hobbit is amazing too. The
Hobbit was good, but I think it has to be Gravity.
True story. I've only seen Gravity.
Well, but you should watch movies.
We're giving the desolation of these categories.
Desolation of Elle.
And then best adapted screenplay. That's a good one.
Best adapted screenplay, back to that. Before Midnight, Richard Linklater, Julie Delpy, and Ethan Hawke. Very good screenplay. Captain Phillips, Billy Ray, not really Ray Cyrus, like I say later. I'm gonna bring that back. Philomena, Steve Coogan, Jeff Pope. 12 Years a Slave, John Ridley, and my personal favorite, Terrence Winters, The Wolf of Wall Street.
I've only seen one of these.
Terrence Winters deserves it.
He is so good in that. If you read the script, you'll read his intention too. He has everything in there for you to read. Like, I read it. It took me 2 hours to read, but it was really worth it. Because the script isn't as long as the movie. Because there's a lot of improv and stuff. But when you read it, you can tell where he's going with it and what he's trying to achieve. And there are even more fucks in there than there are in the movie.
Oh, that's right. That set the record for the most fucks in like a Hollywood screenplay.
Aside from the fuck documentary.
He should win for that.
There's a documentary called Fuck that had the most fucks. It was like 600 and something, 800. I don't remember. It was a ridiculous amount of fucks.
Sounds like my college years. Am I right up top?
It had more fucks than Caligula.
Sure. Oh.
I would say, just from having not seen any of these movies except for Captain Phillips, that it's going to be between 12 Years a Slave and The Wolf of Wall Street, and I think The Wolf of Wall Street is going to win.
Yes. And then we have the
safe category.
The other safe category would be Best Original Screenplay with American Hustle, Eric Warren Singer, and David O. Russell. No. Blue Jasmine, but Woody Allen has no chance. Dallas Buyers Club, Craig Borden, and some other people. And Her by Spike Jonze, and Nebraska Bob Nelson.
I think Her's going to win.
Her's going to win. There's no other
I think it's the only award it's going to win. I think it's
when I was watching Her, I could see it on the page. That's how I knew it was going to win, because I could see what they were doing. Yeah. I could see it as a screenwriter, because I am a screenwriter, so I see it as how it was written, and I just admire the language.
That's not a good thing, though. You shouldn't be able to see that.
I know you shouldn't be able to, but I'm saying that for me, that's how I knew I was watching something different.
Because her mind works like a computer. Blue Jasmine.
ENIAC.
You're an idiot.
I want
it to win just to see who will show up for Woody Allen because he won't be there. Who's going to accept for him?
Okay, we don't have a whole lot of time left, but let's get to Porn Identity.
I hope that little girl from that little Asian girl from that one movie shows up in.
The little Asian.
Okay,
I think the movie was Jason Statham, where he had to save a little girl.
The Transporter.
She shows up it's called Safe. And I hope she shows up there to the word for Woody Allen, and then he.
What was it called?
It's called Safe.
It came out like a year.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, and so she shows up to accept the word for Woody Allen. He just appears and just kidnaps her. And then raises her.
Wow.
Raises her as his own wife.
Send Jason Statham to rescue.
He's like, soon he's getting too old to cuddle.
Anyway,
and then Liam's like, you're going to be taken.
You've been taken by Woody Allen.
let's move on.
Just don't be afraid of his glasses.
Let's move on. Okay.
Particular set of skills, including pedophilia.
We're wrapping up the show with a rousing game of the porn identity.
Wait, we didn't do
Oscar
one.
edition.
I'm
We
so
didn't do one that
roused.
we should have done. Oh, production.
No,
No, we're done.
we already did enough.
All right, what's this game?
Porn identity, which means we use one of the films. Like, we each pick a film.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a category, and then you'll pick a film.
I thought we just got off the nominees.
Yeah, that's nominated. And then you do a porn name for the film.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be hard for some of them.
Hard.
It's gonna be tight. It'd be a tight,
Yeah, hard.
a tight, hard thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
let's
a
start with best animated feature.
Go ahead. Make it the worst.
They're already all pornography.
So we need to pick
The Wind Rises.
Okay, The Wind Rises.
Frozen Eggs.
Frozen eggs. It's so sexy.
Ernest and Celestine. Those are already
That
dirty.
Frozen is hosen.
Hosen, right? The Crude's already dirty.
Okay, one each.
I'm just saying, I'm just going through
Okay,
this.
so mine is the hosen. Like Hosin apostrophe.
like hose in,
Like
hose
putting
in,
the
pimps
ho-
out.
Yeah, I'm putting the hose.
What about The Wind Rises? Like,
It's already dirty.
The wind rises up my ass.
Yeah, the wind breaks from my butthole.
Whoa.
but Beavis and Butthead style. I like it. Despicable Me Too.
Despicable Pee on You. Despicable Pee on You by R. Kelly.
Despicable Me
Despicable-
Poo.
Yeah.
Despicable Poo too.
Despicable Poo.
Despicable Meat Too.
Ooh.
Oh.
Despicable number 2.
That's a good one. Despicable Me.
I win. Okay.
Didicable.
Best
Me Too.
cinematography. Best cinematography.
Oh, the Grand Masturbator, of course. Come on. That's the
But
easy
what about
one.
you? Skip the easy one. Inside Llewyn Davis.
Oh.
That's already a
Inside
porn
Llewyn
title.
Davis.
Deeper inside Llewyn Davis.
Deep inside Llewyn Davis.
Wait, what are the other?
Nebraska.
Prisoners.
Prisoners.
Sex prisoners. Nebraska.
Grab titty.
Nebraska.
Nekrabska.
Nebraska.
The Krabska.
Like gravity could grab titty.
Grab titty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Grab
that
titty.
one?
It's
I
a good
win.
one.
Grab titty.
He wins.
It's called grab titty.
Grab titty.
Ooh, I got a good one.
No, come on. You can't just
Best costume design.
Best
The
costume.
Grand Masturbator. I go for that.
Best
one.
costume design.
And then mine is The Great Aspie.
Well, let me see what else is there.
The Great Aspie.
What's in her costume?
The Invisible Woman in 12 Years a Slave.
Oh,
American.
12 years of slave. I dare you to do that one. 12 years of skank.
12 years a sex slave.
12 Years a Sex Slave.
12 inches.
12 years of skank.
12 inches is good. How about 12 inches a slave?
12 Inches a Slave. Got it.
12
Winner.
black inches
That's
a
a
slave.
good one. That's a good one. 12 Inches a Slave. I like that one.
Here's a harder one.
Yeah, it is.
Best director.
Oh, man. Best
The names.
Best,
The names.
Oh, the names.
Best E-rector.
The names.
Well,
David. Russell.
Oh, David O-Face Russell.
like Martin Scorsese.
Alexander
Martin
Payne.
Scores, AC. Alexander's
Butt
Pain.
Alexander's butt pain.
Exquisite pain.
Pain in the butt.
Steve's a McQueen.
Steve's
Well, that's not a
Steve's
porn.
a
No,
that's-
McQueen.
That's actually pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. that's
Steve Dick.
Martin
Dick
Scorsese. Martin Scores.
Score
Martin
crazy.
Scorsese.
Yeah,
Scorsese. Martin
Martin
Scorsese.
Scorsese.
Stephen Dick Queens. Dick's Queens.
The king of Steve McQueen.
I don't think you get Steve McQueen out of that. You would say it's not
Steve McQueef.
It's Steve McQueen.
Steve's
not,
McQueef.
It's Steve McQueen, not Eve.
I got an interesting one.
Okay.
Best documentary feature. The act of
Best cockumentary feature.
the act of
The act of spilling. The act of spilling cum.
ew,
Cutie
no.
The act of thrilling.
Booty
The
in
act
my
of-
boxers.
The act of banging.
The act of humping.
20 feet from stardom. 20 inches from stardom.
The act of cocking. 20 inches from stardom.
Booty and the cockser.
I already said that. I just got it. I just said
No,
that.
you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You did not.
Roll it
The
down.
guy in the car
Roll
seat.
it back.
Dirty horse. Dirty horse. Dirty horse.
Dirty
Horse,
whores.
obviously, yeah.
Flirty
Or
whores.
flirty horse, yeah.
20 feet from stardom.
Yeah. 20 inches
20,
from
20
20
inches from
feet
stardom.
from orgasm.
20 minutes from orgasm.
The square.
20 seconds from orgasm.
The box.
The box is where. I don't know about that one.
I don't know. The square.
The
box.
No one wins. No one wins best documentary feature.
The pubic hair. No, it's horrible.
The pubic hair.
Who would watch that?
I might watch that.
I would watch that.
Like, I want you to go to best live action short film and just come up with one for the first two, all of those actually.
Oh, where is that?
It's best live action short film. It's just go ahead and just try with those, okay? One's in Spanish, one's in French.
Oh, right.
One's in a weird Malaysian language.
One's in my butt.
That wasn't me.
Pitako Monkaki.
Aquel no era yo. I don't know how to do a Spanish version.
Aquel no era yo.
Helium. He's in him.
She got all excited about
I was like, wait, there's a word, I understand.
Helium!
The other one's called the Vorb.
He's in him. He's in him.
Yeah, I like that. I'll take he's in him.
He's in him.
He's in him.
I'm done.
Did we get a Captain Phillips one?
Oh, all is lost.
Captain Phillips head screwdriver.
All is cocked.
All is lost. All is cocked.
What's All is Lost nominated for? We didn't even go over that.
That's sound editing.
Oh. Ball is...
The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug.
Oh, that's one about trannies. It's called Balls Are Lost. I'm sorry, guys.
Ew,
Balls
gross.
Are Lost.
Yeah, balls are lost.
Wait,
How about John Wayne Bobbitt,
you
The
said?
Desolation of...
No, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug.
John Wayne Bobbitt, The Desolation of
Cock.
His cock.
His cock.
That was my real laugh, sorry.
The Desolation of Vag.
Philomena. Philomena. Philizina.
Fill it in.
Philizina.
Fill it in her.
Fill it in her.
Yeah,
Fill it in. Fill is in ya.
Fill it in her.
Yeah, Phil
her meaner.
Phil her meaner, yeah. Phil her meaner.
Before midnight.
Angry.
The whore of midnight.
Be whore.
No,
Be
the
whore.
whore midnight.
Bring whores midnight.
The whore's midnight.
Bring whores midnight. Be whores midnight.
How about just come before midnight?
That's horrible. Sorry.
We'll grab titty.
Blue Jasmine.
Grab titty.
Well,
it's obviously something
Blue
jizz.
Blue Jasmine.
Blown by Jasmine.
Yeah.
Blue Jizzman.
Blow jizz in him.
Blows jizz in him. Blows jizz him. Yeah, that's a good one. Blows jizz in him.
Okay, and then we're gonna end on. We're gonna.
I think we settle on blow jizz in.
Print it. Cut. Print.
Print wrap.
We're gonna end on her.
Yeah, her fur.
That's the first thing I thought for her.
Her peas.
Her and him.
I gotta come up with a good one.
Oh, look, I'm getting a text from another comedian.
Her.
They're probably hearing this right now.
Her. You're a poet. Come on.
Fur. Plur. Der. Mer. Sure. Murder.
Fuck her.
Fuck her.
Fuck her.
Her. Fucks.
And with that, we will bid you adieu. Stay tuned for Laura Mannino.
Stay tuned for Laura Mannino's House of Fun.
And so we're back with my good friend Laura Mannino from the wonderful play that we did, 12 Angry Men.
Ah,
that was a fun little radio play. Yeah, I think you did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Joel.
It's fun to dust off my BFA in theater degree.
Indeed. So we're going to get right to it.
Yeah.
It's the Oscar edition episode of the podcast, the FUN-CHIVE, and wanted to see who your picks were for the big major awards.
Sure. I haven't seen everything. At a Best Picture, for me, I would be thrilled if either her or The Wolf of Wall Street won. Best Actor, for me, it's a toss-up between Leonardo DiCaprio and Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I didn't love Dallas Buyers Club as a movie, but it was an amazing character portrait.
It was.
I think what happens is in the first 5 minutes when you find out that someone is going to die, it tends to plateau after that.
Yeah.
But McConaughey was great. Best Actress, I would be cool with Cate Blanchett. I thought she was great.
Yeah, I think she should win.
Yeah, I did not see August Osage County. I did see the play, which was amazing in New York. But
I hear it's really great.
Best Actor, I don't know. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
It's a tough one. Jonah was amazing and hysterical. I know there's some beef with Jared these days and the whole transgender discussion, which I don't feel equipped to talk about. And Bradley Cooper was really one of the more enjoyable parts of American Hustle.
I agree. He was so fun.
Yeah.
And Louis C.K. and him Just the back and forth.
That part, especially in the end of the movie.
It was like a different movie.
So great.
So great.
Best actress in a supporting role. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I have not seen Nebraska, and I really want to. I haven't seen August or 12 Years a Slave.
I'm glad Sally Hawkins got it.
I really like her. And Jennifer Lawrence, I thought she was so funny, and her timing was so great, but it was really like a little girl playing dress up.
Yeah.
I just felt she was just so young for that role, and I really would have loved to have seen somebody who's gone through the mill a little bit to have played that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of agnostic on that. Best animated feature. I saw none of these. I don't know. Everyone loves Frozen.
Yeah, Frozen's great.
Okay.
That's the pick to win, I think.
And cinematography. I'm sad Inside Llewyn Davis has not received a lot of.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand.
At least
why.
like a best actor or best screenplay.
I thought Oscar was amazing.
Yeah.
He should have been Oscar nominated.
Yeah. I really think I need to sit with a dry erase board and draw a chronological timeline of that movie because the ending was a little daunting for me.
Yeah.
Best costume design? I don't know. Sure, Gatsby. Why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Catherine Martin is like a shoo-in.
Right.
She's been in this business forever.
Right. Well, she's the one who wore the American Express credit card dress about 15 years ago. Do you remember that?
I don't know.
As the costume designer, she made an entire dress. Yeah,
I remember that. But she's been with... she was on Moulin Rouge.
Oh, okay.
All that good stuff. And she's been around a while.
This is all the SMART awards that I have no docs. I have not seen film editing.
I have never seen any of those documentaries.
Yeah, foreign language, best makeup. I don't really. Jackass.
That's the lock. That's the lock to win.
Really?
Well, it might be Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh my God.
They had some good wigs.
I mean, the best thing about the best makeup and hairstyling was McConaughey losing 45 pounds. You can't do that with makeup. I am shocked, Jackass. A lot of these were even the first time.
Yeah,
wow.
but it was really good makeup.
Really?
Really good.
Okay. I'm sure it was. Well, good. Good for somebody who worked on Jackass should win on something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know, Scorsese. Wolf of Wall Street was one of the that Quaalude scene.
I know.
It's some of the best comedy I've ever seen.
That is the best scene.
I just really want to just talk about that scene.
That's probably the best improvised scene I've ever seen. Ever.
Pouring himself into that car.
And it's so different on paper.
Scene, really?
It's so quick.
Really?
And it's so immensely huge in the movie. It's such a centerpiece. And they spent weeks and weeks on it.
I'm sure.
Forever.
That scene of pouring himself into that car.
That was amazing.
What was so amazing about that movie is that it was just so much fun to watch Leonardo DiCaprio have fun and be so physical and be so big. And we've never really seen that of him. And I've always liked him.
He's always dying and shit.
Right. And it was just fun to watch him have fun.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have fun watching people in American Hustle.
Yeah.
And I just didn't. And everything I wanted American Hustle to be, I found in Wolf of Wall Street.
Thank you.
Of just watching just pure id explode on the screen.
And it was
hours.
So long, and it didn't feel long.
No, not at all.
It felt like I was in their world, which is what they want.
Right. And you thought you would get tired of watching assholes continue to be assholes, but I wanted to watch them just continue to be assholes. I'm sure the actual victims of these people would feel differently, but
and there's a lot of controversy over the whole what was meant by the film,
right.
But if you watch it to the end, if you watch that ending, I'm not giving anything away, but if you watch the ending, you will know exactly what they're going for.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple what's happening. Right. And the fact that people are misinterpreting it.
Right. What a sad person he is, and what a sad life he
is. It's so hilarious that even he had a cameo in that scene.
Yeah.
And he probably still doesn't get it.
Right, no. That's the thing. He's a sociopath, so he's never going to get it. And I think even at the end of the movie, you could tell he never really got it. I don't think he really realized. It's the most truthful movie that I've seen. Right.
And it's so funny.
Yeah.
And it's so scary how funny something so truthful and scary can be. These people had so much power.
His group of friends, and what I realize the through line of why I like certain movies is that when there's a lovable supporting cast of characters.
Yes.
Like all those guys were assholes and did horrible things, but they were lovable
I
guys.
liked them,
like
yeah.
that diner scene was hysterical. And what's his face from The Walking Dead? That was
Berthel.
amazing. And I am from New York, and
he's great.
There's Jews and there's thugs, and rarely is it like a Jew thug is such a
and these are
Long Island species.
These are real people.
I don't know. I just thought that movie was great.
I thought Margot Robbie was really good in it too. She didn't get a lot of acclaim, but she was pretty.
She was great. She was not just there for eye candy.
And she was not just taking off her clothes for no reason. Right. It just felt like she was that character.
Yeah.
And I just kind of felt for her a lot.
Yeah.
I felt really bad for her. But when she got that revenge, at that point where she got that revenge, I was like, go girl.
Right. Oh, by the way, speaking of people that you like but didn't get enough credit for, it was exciting to see Elizabeth Rome in American Hustle play. I love Jeremy Renner.
Thank you.
I don't think he's gotten enough credit for this.
He's really cute.
Yeah, I just thought those people were so likable.
Once again, it felt like a different movie when they were on screen.
Yeah. And Elizabeth Rome, I was really excited to see as this Italian.
I saw her at the screening, and she's just such a lovable, sweet lady.
Yeah.
So she had a lot of good things to say about.
I hope she gets a lot more work because of that. I was really excited to see her.
It was good to see her. For sure. Yeah. So Leo, I really want him to win. I really, really, really.
Yeah.
I'm putting all my hopes on it.
I just thought it was amazing, and I just thought it was such a technically proficient comedic performance.
I'm also glad that Jonah got nominated. I don't care what anyone says.
Right.
he worked his ass off.
Yeah, that was insane. That scene about the fucking his cousin in the bar.
That thing is so real. He actually married his cousin. And they had kids.
And then they smoked crack at the back of the bar. That scene.
That was amazing.
Along with the Quaalude scenes.
It's in the script, too.
Yeah.
It's all this stuff is, in there. Terrence is amazing.
And I just was, before we even started, I was talking about how I felt like her, and I didn't even talk about her yet, but her, I think, has also had the most impact on me, aside from Wolf of Wall Street.
Best original film of the year.
And really just completely diametrically opposed to each other in every way. But
it's so different, yeah.
I don't know. Now going back to the best director.
Wall Street is the past and the present.
Right.
And her is the future.
Yeah. I would hope. I would be excited if her won Best Screenplay. In fact, I would really like to read that screenplay. Towards the end...
I wonder if it's on Simply Scripts. I'll have to check it.
I want to read her last speech, her goodbye speech. Sorry,
oh my gosh, I just got so verklempt when I was watching it.
Well, I'm surprised Joaquin
Phoenix didn't get nominated.
Yeah, that's surprising.
They gave it to Bruce Dern, I'm sure.
Right.
He's getting up there in years.
Yeah.
But he did a great job. For an alcoholic guy.
Yeah, I want to see Nebraska. What did you think of it?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. I really liked it. I liked how slow and different.
Right.
And old school it was like in the 80s. I don't want to say the 80s because that gives you a wrong image. Mm-hmm. But when people had certain stories that were contained and didn't have all this crazy shit going on in the background.
Right.
There was just one little story, and then everything was within that story and unfolded in a discovering kind of way, which I like. Yeah, I like discoveries sometimes. Right. So it was kind of nice to see something original and also full of discoveries.
I'm excited for June Squibb, whom I'm not so familiar about.
She is hilarious,
career, but it was just great to see.
It was a star turn for her.
An older actress who is not.
She is
Hollywood.
Wow. Yeah. Shut up. Right. But then you're well, I love you though.
Yeah.
Keep talking, actually.
So if I could see Nebraska and August Osage County before the Oscars, I would feel okay. 12 Years a Slave, I just think I need to watch that at home. I don't think I can deal with it in a public space.
Oh, I saw it.
How was it?
At a screening, and it was just tragic. Yeah. And I've never felt so uncomfortable in my life during a film, and even a horror film. Right. I've not squirmed as much as I squirmed during this pivotal moment with Lupita Nyong'o, I praise her. She's so great. She's so great. She's English.
Wow.
They're all English.
Wow.
But she's English and Kenyan.
Oh.
And, well, she's Kenyan, but she has English because of the, the whole history,
Right.
sense. But she does a southern accent, and she's just that character. She just breaks your heart.
Right.
She's so innocent, naive, and sweet, and it just breaks your heart when you see her.
I don't think I could share that movie with strangers.
It's so, like, oh my gosh, I'm like, stop it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, but I have to,
Right.
like, it's her truth. So.
Yeah.
And I was just really, I cried the most. And this guy, like, in front of me, he, like, tried to hand me tissue. I'm okay, dude.
It's such a vulnerable thing to share that experience with strangers. I remember when
I'm like, dude.
Private Ryan came out, and my then boyfriend, or high school boyfriend, we drove up to the movie theater, and it was sold out, but right in front of it was all these World War II vets. And then having watched the movie years later, I was like, I don't think I could have sat in that theater with these guys and watched the first 15 minutes of that movie with people who were there. So, I don't know. There's
I watched The Butler with all the Crusaders, the Crusaders,
right.
The Freedom Riders. Well, they were crusaders for justice.
Right. Were you disappointed or surprised that was overlooked?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was good. It was really good, but it wasn't Oscar worthy for me.
Right.
And in terms of if it were between that and 12 Years a Slave,
right.
I would obviously go with 12 Years a Slave. It was just a better movie overall. Mm-hmm. There were so many elements. Hans Zimmer. I mean, come on, freaking A. It's he's just on it.
Yeah.
With the score, it's just propulsive, the energy.
Right. I'm surprised we haven't talked about Gravity, and I know that was the thing I was the most excited for, and then I saw it, and I liked Sandra, and it was impressive, but it just didn't blow me away in the way that I expected it. Maybe it's because we had a set of expectations that weren't met, and that's unfortunate for the movie.
It was all about the CGI.
Yeah.
And the story got lost somewhere in there. And it was just such a simple story. I don't know if they can tell a simple story in such a big landscape that is so immense, and it just didn't really fit the landscape to me to have something so small. And then his character, I felt wasn't a real character to me. Just felt stock and he likes country music. Okay,
right.
What else do I know about him?
It would be interesting to watch Gravity, All Is Lost, and Castaway, and just watch these movies, and I guess maybe Life of Pi.
What would be interesting is watching Gravity without all the effects.
Yeah.
And see how it would fare.
But why did Gravity not work, but Castaway did?
Yeah.
Or I didn't see All Is Lost, but at least I think everybody loved at least Robert. Maybe they didn't feel like it was a great movie, but loved Robert Redford.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to watch these movies where it's just one person facing.
I would like to watch the rough footage. I wish they could come up with the rough footage and put it out there.
Right.
And put their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
And, be okay, public, here's what it was.
Right.
Does it still stand up? Even Wolf of Wall Street, anything that's kind of big in scope, put it on a smaller level,
right?
And put it out there and see if it would still, or they could have plays or something people do staged readings or something. Not staged readings, but staged performances of these big scenes and see if they still hold up.
Right.
That would be pretty cool.
Right.
They should put that into the Oscars, have a stage performance of their scenes,
right?
As a clip.
Right.
That would be really cool.
That would be very cool.
They do songs sometimes.
Right. They should.
They should have a little clip.
Or do that for the screenplay, because for the screenplay nomination, when they do that category,
they should do that
because they usually just have
have a different actor.
Right.
Two different actors.
Let's see how the screenplay holds up. You don't.
That's how you know.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
We should tell them that.
Well, we'll do that when we're producers of the Academy Awards.
Yeah. Of course.
Right.
Well, thanks for discussing this with me.
Thank you for having me. It was super fun.
Yeah, super fun.
I feel like my thoughts were not at all organized, but I think I ended up covering.
It's never a problem with us.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this wonderful Oscar audition special.
Forward to tweeting the Oscars.
Yeah. I'm gonna tweet some Oscar stuff when that comes. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that's about it
Cool.
for this episode. Thanks, guys, for listening. And follow us on Twitter at...
Oh, I'm at Laura Mannino, Mannino.
And at Elle Latham, as always. And anything else you want to plug real quick?
Oh, no. If you want to check out my website, I perform stand-up all over LA. I have a bunch of shows coming up. So, yeah, whenever you guys happen to listen to those, check out my website, lauramannino.com, for a calendar.
Thank you so much for listening, and have a lovely new year, I guess. I guess we can still say that. I'm going to still say it. Have a good, lovely new year. Thank you.